Hi there, my name is Sally. Thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel, How I Got There from Cult Survivor to Writer. I am so overwhelmed by all the people who are watching my videos and commenting and liking. It's just so wonderful. You know, this was a big part of my life, and it still is. Being a Jehovah's Witness as a child and now being shunned by my family. And I hid this from people for so long, but I really think it's important that the general public understands that these people who come to their door, while they may be really sweet, kind-hearted people, they're in a cult still. And I want to uncover the truths about the truth, because they lie to you and they don't tell you what's really going on. And I don't want you to be confused and all of a sudden you're in a cult, or maybe you have somebody who's talking to a Jehovah's Witness, and I want you to be armed and ready, and maybe you just have questions. But I do appreciate all the comments, and I've said before that I'm not going to debate any religious viewpoints, because I'm only here to uncover the truths about the truth. And my cat's going to come back. And I have had quite a few comments from Jehovah's Witnesses who have said some mean things. One gentleman said that I deserved to be just shunned by my mother because of my behavior, which is odd. I mean, if you had a child who said, you know, something, they didn't like the church that you went to, are you going to shun them? Nope. But that's part of being a cult, is they are very single-minded. They cannot see outside of their box. They cannot, you know, they don't understand, they can't see the wrong. So while there may be some really sweet, wonderful people, you know, the things that I'm telling you are trapping them. And so this past Sunday was Mother's Day. Mother's Day, you say? Yes, aren't these beautiful? One of my sons who lives in Colorado sent these to me for Mother's Day. And also my two sons who live here and my daughter-in-law took me out for the day. We had a beautiful brunch, complete with adult beverages. And we went to a really nice restaurant. And then we walked over to a little winery brewery and we spent the afternoon together and, you know, just talking and bonding with my adult children. It was wonderful. Now I bring this up not to say, oh, I have such wonderful children and I'm bragging, but to say, I texted my mother, Happy Mother's Day. She doesn't take my phone calls, so there was no point in calling, and heard nothing back. So it's not because she's shunning me that she's not acknowledging me. That is one reason. But Mother's Day is a big no-no in the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I don't understand why. I mean, I understand that it's because it's the way of the organization's control over their members. And I understand that Jehovah is a very fragile God, and he needs 100% devotion by his followers, blind devotion, or he loses, because people will fall away. They will see, oh, you know, this or that. But what is telling your mom and celebrating your mom, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with celebrating your father? What is wrong with saying, Dad, you're wonderful. Thank you for being my dad. Maybe you don't have a good relationship with your mother or father, but maybe there's other people in your life that you look up to or have filled those roles for you, and you appreciate them. Maybe you have sisters who are mothers. Maybe you have aunts who are mothers. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to recall what I was told as a child, and in going on Facebook and in some of the groups the reason why Jehovah's Witnesses do not honor their mothers is because the main thing is Jehovah says not to. Jehovah says do not celebrate somebody. I'm going to call bull crap. Sorry. If you're a Jehovah's Witness and you're watching this and you would love to share a comment about the Mother's Day, I would love for you to poke your head up and say something. But moms have a hard job. And I think, if you're a woman of faith and you're raising your children and you're trying to do all the right things, you should be celebrated, just like fathers. It's a hard job. It's a tough job. And for God to say, no, Mom, I'm not going to celebrate you. I'm not going to have a day where we talk about you and all you do. That's just wrong. And while I was kind of researching this a little bit, I remember, Jehovah's Witnesses also do not celebrate birthdays. And somebody had commented in one of my videos about the reason that Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate birthdays is because bad things in the Bible always happened on the birthdays. There's no Mother's Day celebrations in the Bible, just going to say that, or Father's Day. But as I got to thinking about it and I did a quick little search, I remember there's other stories in the Bible about birthdays where it doesn't actually say birthday, but you can tell by the references that it's a special day. But if you're a Christian, there's one birthday in the Bible that's greatly celebrated, and it's celebrated in the Bible. Whose could it be? Oh yeah, Jesus. So I'm going to start using that argument with the Jehovah's Witnesses when they say that there's only bad examples in the Bible of birthdays. Because you know what? No, there was Jesus. And they brought him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And he was, nothing bad happened on his birthday. Well, there may have been some babies who were killed. But we're not going to go into that. So I bring up Mother's Day again, like I said, because the Jehovah's Witnesses follow blindly whatever they're told to believe. And this is just another thing that they follow blindly. Don't celebrate your mother. Don't celebrate your father. There's a lot of other weird traditions. Like, for instance, toasting. Like, sometimes you have a glass of wine and another glass of wine and you go, cheers. Nope, can't do that. That's evil. It's a pagan ritual. What? That's ridiculous. Just like saying God bless you or Gesundheit. I know that's just like an American tradition where, we believe that the spirit came out of your body, or that, I don't even remember what the real reason is for that. But right now it's just a politeness where you just say it, just like holding the door open for somebody and saying thank you. Nope, don't do that. Don't say God bless you. Jehovah hates that. The list goes on and on and on. And I encourage you, if you are an ex-Jehovah's Witness, to share some of the things you weren't allowed to do. It gets really ridiculous. I'm going to share some other weird things and then I'm going to be done, because these are just blow your mind. I wasn't allowed as a child to have certain toys. Why, you say? Because I could become demon possessed. So there was these things called troll dolls. They were little plastic dolls, and they were very popular when I was a kid. They had big beady eyes and like this wild, crazy hair, and they were just trolls, okay? Nothing magical about them, but they were devil worshippers, and I could get demon possessed. Not sure how that connects. But it was the fear. If they could keep scaring me, they could keep controlling me to follow Jehovah. The other toy I was not allowed to have was a Smurf. Smurfs I don't even know what's wrong with the Smurf. Anybody know what's wrong with the Smurf? Apparently I could also get demon possessed by a Smurf. I'm not sure how, I'm not sure why, but this is not a rule that my family made up. This is you find any Jehovah's Witness from the 80s, they'll tell you, yeah, we couldn't have Smurfs. In the 2000s, it was Pokemon. Couldn't do Pokemon. Demons, demons, demons. Everything was demons. We would go to garage sales, and my mom was very particular about what she would buy at a garage sale. She would check out the people very carefully. You know, did they look like they were devil worshipers? You know, they could be, because if you bought something that belonged to somebody else that may have been a devil worshiper and you bring that into your house, you have then brought demons into your house. I was terrified as a child that somehow demons were going to get in our house and we were going to all, I don't know, die. I don't know. But you know, as I got older, I started thinking, oh, that's really stupid. Is Jehovah such a weak God that he can't protect me from demons? And you know what? He is a weak God, and he's scared and he's fragile because he's a lie. He's made up. So you have to keep making up the rules as you go along so that your followers will follow. So thank you so much for listening to my rant about Mother's Day. And I appreciate all you moms and you single dads, you aunts, you uncles, you cousins. I appreciate any of you who takes care of children, whether you are a mother or not. You are important in somebody's life, and bless you. And please, if you have a comment, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I want to keep bringing you more videos. Next week, or my next video, I'm going to start uncovering some of the dirty secrets that are inside of the Jehovah's Witnesses. It's kind of a hard topic for me to tackle because it hits very close to home. And but there's a lot of dirty secrets out there, and you need to know who's coming to your door. You need to know who you're talking to on a street corner. You need to know what's in your neighborhood with your children at schools, wherever they may be. So I thank you again, and have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye.